Well, who's up this late, dude? Guys, instead of doing a YouTube video, we're going to talk about it in this stream. I appreciate those that are up this late, dude. I appreciate you guys being in the stream and stuff like that. We could do a YouTube video, but to be fair, it drops so late and stuff. What's up, Tanji, Notorious, Ian, JG, anyone else in the chat? We appreciate you guys being here. The one thing I'll say is I don't really understand why it dropped at 9 o'clock. Or was it 8 o'clock? It was 8 o'clock, okay. So I don't understand what would make it drop. Oh, maybe it was premiered. Maybe we knew about it. No one was talking about it, I'll tell you that, in the Discord or whatever. Dubby posted 2 hours ago already some videos. Everything new in Madden deep dive. So, I think some people already had the inside scoop. But yeah, this is the official gameplay deep dive. Now, this is all we're going to get in terms of like them talking about the new gameplay. And I mean, look, it's probably 60 days out. When when you factor in the weekends, or not the weekends, sorry. When you factor in maybe there's 31 days in July or whatever there is, it's got to be around, 60-ish days. Until the worldwide release August 14th. Today's the 17th. It's still going to be less than 60 days, but it's going to go really fast, dude. Like, it is. This weekend, Father's Day, I looked at the calendar and I saw, wow, it's already over halfway of June. Like, it's just how it goes. It goes really quick. But anyway, guys, again, we're not here to bore you guys. At the end of the day, we're here for content. There is content. It's great. Something to talk about, something to do. Again, the reason we're doing a stream is because it's just so late that it dropped. It dropped at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. At that point, do a stream. Everyone can talk about it. Not saying everyone can, but most people do a first or a second shift. So that means most of you are done with work or almost done with work, hopefully. If you're third shift, you could be at work right now. Or going to work soon to talk about it. So, at the end of the day, it's a good time to stream, nighttime and stuff. So, let's just kind of go through it once and, kind of just, go through our, live reaction for it. There's also a blog, correct? Nice, Notorious. What's up, Eduardo? How you doing, bro? No more conservative ball carrier. Damn. So we will see here. And there's a huge blog. So I will go over the blog afterwards. No baseline. Damn, what's up, Luke? See, they took baseline though out in college football, and I think they brought it back, bro. What's up, J Cam? How you doing, bro? Weather hopefully isn't a mutt. We'll see here, dude. What's up, Miami? How you doing, dude? Oh my God, Michael. Michael, I will say though, you will grow up quick, man. You will work, and you'll see what it is to work, bro. Damn, Daniel, damn. All right, here we go, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get. I've seen like 15 seconds of it. Okay, I already heard from the grapevine through you guys. No more conservative ball carrier. This is just my live reaction, and even though if you've seen it once or twice, maybe you'll see something different the third time. So here we go. Everyone watch it here. 3, 2, 1. Live reaction.
What's up, everyone? Kurt Benkert here. A lot of you have been asking what's actually different in Madden NFL 26. Let me walk you through what I learned at the preview event in Orlando in today's gameplay deep dive. Trained on nearly a decade of real NFL data, a new AI-powered machine learning system informs all new coach tendencies, QB signatures, and advanced player traits.
So that we already knew. I see instinct. Dang. But is that from CPU?
QB signatures, and advanced.
Is that from CPU or user? Elusive Instinct?
It's player traits.
Yeah, I mean, so, again, we knew about that. Let's see now how they're going to explain it.
With more strategic depth and authentic detail, making every game a distinct and dynamic challenge true to NFL team identities. Let's take a closer look. The team is reimagining quarterback play with new QB DNA, adding new levels of detail, quality, and variety to the most iconic position in sports. Refreshed passing animations and a variety of all-new signature throwing styles for quarterbacks across the game make each one look, move, and feel signature throwing style.
I have never seen a juke behind the line of scrimmage in 12 years playing the game.
For quarterbacks across.
I have never seen a juke like that behind the line of scrimmage. That is really cool. I don't know, again, if that's CPU or not, but, I don't know how you're going to press a button to juke behind the LOS, but I'm shocked you didn't juke and then press, B or something. Set your feet, press B there, but...
Make each one look, move, and feel more like themselves. Some more detailed signatures are unique to star quarterbacks, like jump throws in the face of pressure by Caleb Williams, stylized back foot passes for Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels, and quick flips on the run for Josh Allen. Plus, player-specific pocket movement, signature scramble locomotion, unique arm slots, and unique footwork fundamentals. And a new set of 50 advanced player traits informed by real on-field player tendency data.
The one thing I'll say, and again, we are going to stop at some point throughout the video. The thing I will say is I have seen this animation, okay? For example, if you do a little shovel pass, most quarterbacks should be able to do it, and it makes it easier instead of a whole wind up and a throw. Where the game becomes great is it's just those players do it, but do it more. So if everyone can do it, then it's not that special, but if you do it more, that's where it draws the line. An example is this Joe Burrow broken sack.
For Josh Allen. Plus, player-specific pocket movement.
Right here, I've seen this broken sack animation before. Where he kind of shrugs him off. Is that only Joe Burrow? No. I mean, we've probably even seen Tom Brady do it once. I mean, it's just a matter of how often is that going to happen for that player? If, and again, they're calling it ideal or specific player traits, and it's all designed around quarterbacks. That's great. But at the end of the day, is it going to go to running backs next year then? Do, defensive players get a special thing? So, a special celebration or something, where it's only them? This is where it becomes, I get what they're trying to do, but how unique is it going to be, and will it only be quarterbacks for this year?
Signature scramble locomotion, unique arm slots, and unique footwork fundamentals. And a new set of 50 advanced player traits informed by real on-field player tendency data pushes the fidelity of NFL stars even further. All of it designed to match the real, nuanced movements and play styles of the league's quarterbacks. Real NFL coaches bring their strategic minds to gameplay with Coach DNA. New predictive play call AI, built on real coaching data straight from NFL sidelines, defines each team's unique identity. Coaching styles like Dan Campbell's fourth down aggression, Kevin O'Connell's creative offensive approach, and more add new layers of strategy to every matchup. New dynamic coach suggestions provide play recommendations.
I'm going to show the comments here, but the one thing I will say, is that coach tendency is very CPU based. So that is not going to affect me at all next year, because I do an online franchise and then online MUT. I like how if I play the Niners and play now, or if I play the Niners and franchise and it's not I guess it could be a fantasy draft because it's the coach, not the players, but if you play the Niners and Shanahan, it should feel like the Niners and Shanahan, but it's only going to be offline CPU, so that's only, What's up, Rich? How you doing, bro? Let me See some comments here. Clicking on the background. Oh my God, Tanji. Yep, exactly. The wear and tear aspect. Custom zone stems. I haven't got to the video yet for that, Chen, but yeah, I want to see the comments here. True, Nate. Throw of a sacks. No more BS. Throw of a sacks. I don't know where you're seeing that. Throw of a sacks. All right. Let's continue the video here. We have a deep dive article too, guys.
Based on what your team's coach would dial up in specific game situations. And new counterintelligence offers smart play calling recommendations against opponent tendencies, making it harder for them to succeed when they keep running the same play over and over again. To authentically reflect unique NFL coaching strategies and play calling tendencies, the team has expanded playbooks with new shifts, multi-motions, and exotic blitz packages, highlighting more of the specific schemes that define a team's identity.
I'm sure there'll be a glitchy motion here and there where the defense can't do it. It's bullshit, but whatever. I like motion football. I really do. The problem is it's supposed to like tell what the defense coverage is. And I think people were using motion to just create an exploit in defense coverage. It's not to tell the coverage. It can sometimes if you're doing real football principles. But I think where it got out of hand is it was to exploit the defense. There is a difference.
With real-time NFL trends and new innovative plays to be added throughout the season. Physics-based offensive line block steering and new stunts and twists add strategic depth to your play calling. Wear and tear adds strategy to your roster management. And new dynamic subs let you swap out fatigued players for fresh legs without pausing the action. Custom defensive zones unlock the control to strategically adapt coverage in real time, and improved pass coverage logic enhances defender reactions to receiver routes. To accurately represent control to strategically adapt coverage.
I definitely want to rewatch that. So after wear and tear, it says custom stem the zones.
Custom defensive.
So there it is right there. So you're putting how far back the deep zone should go.
Zones unlock the control to strategically adapt coverage in real time, and improved pass coverage logic enhances defender reactions to receiver routes.
And so what was the last part?
And improved pass coverage logic enhances defender reactions to receiver routes.
Improved pass logic. I mean, I've heard that one before. I mean, you know, what they mean is, you know, DBs, but DBs kind of already have eyes behind their head. I don't know about that. I mean, even right here, like, I mean,
real time and
like right here,
pass coverage logic.
Hold on.
Enhances defender reaction.
Like right here, if you lob this, it should be, you know, a touchdown. They probably bulleted this. I mean, even if you bullet this, one could argue that could be picked. If he turns his head around and jump, it could be picked. But that's kind of unrealistic, you know, running full speed. I mean, the game is a physics-based game. It's going to be difficult to make it perfect, but at the end of the day, I mean, even when you custom stem, even when you custom stem a blue zone,
defensive zones,
shouldn't they all guard streaks? It's not a matter of how deep it goes. It's a matter of, like, is he playing a third deep blue or a fourth deep blue or a half deep blue, a cover 2 deep blue? Like, I think that's what should matter more, not is it here deep blue, there deep blue. A deep zone should go almost as far as you need to. Maybe it's just at the snap, how far back do they give you? But also that should kind of already be like give cushion versus play underneath. So again, we already have more questions than answers with this. Offense, it makes sense. Where are you breaking, right? On a post route, whatever. I think what this could mean is like if it's a smaller deep zone, you're going to play more post routes better than bigger deep zones. And then obviously streaks or whatever from there. But I just don't understand how, like, again, if he's playing back,
unlock the control to strategic.
he'll play this, and again, really, this should be picked, in all honesty.
Coverage in real.
But maybe he press SWAT. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, let's talk about that right now. Okay, so right now we're all ears and eyes on this custom zones. What do you guys think about that, bro? I want to hear some of the comments about this, dude. I mean, I don't know, dude. So the article said it. Stem down man coverage. I mean that's going to be shade up, shade down. The blog tells about it more. No more blind eye picks. I hope so, dude. The stem of a deep blue spider monkey. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, I want to know your guys' thoughts, dude. I mean, only in CPU. I mean, I figured, dude. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, bro. I'll tell you that.
Time and improved pass coverage logic enhances defender reactions to receiver routes. To accurately represent the elite skill of NFL athletes, the team overhauled player movement across every mode, with the confidence that these superstars will move in Madden 26 like they do on game day. Modernized depth charts introduce more authentic positional roles, identify mismatches, and dial up more creative plays with the new gadget slot, built for versatile offensive weapons like Deebo Samuel. On defense, left and right edge replace defensive end. Linebackers now use authentic Sam, Mike, and Will designations. Specialized nose tackle and long snapper positions are properly acknowledged. Football is all...
Again, long snapper, that's franchise only, pretty much. No one's punting.
Always more fun when Mother Nature becomes a factor. And new football weather in Madden 26 will affect gameplay and your game plan. Extreme condition Madden 26
was that Juckins?
More fun when Mother Nature becomes a factor. And new football weather in Madden 26 will affect gameplay and your game plan.
So talking about weather, and again, we'll do a live reaction for the article too. I'm going to watch other YouTubers' takes later, but, this is just a live reaction from just what I see, right? Just from this, I can't even see nothing. I mean, this is actual game footage. So that's kind of cool how, you can't really see shit. It's kind of cool, actually, because you shouldn't be able to throw a 60-yard pass in the snow. The only thing I will say about this is it definitely needs to be evident in playoff football or December football in franchise. For Ultimate Team, for wear and tear, no. The reason why wear and tear, it should not matter is it's going to be very more, it's bad English. It's going to be more of a pay-to-win game. Oh, now backups matter. Oh, I have wear and tear, -7, -7 throw power, -7, or, -3 speed. Okay, I'll sub in my next great running back. I have one S tier running back. In my team here, I have a DK Metcalf 99. I'm going to throw in the next 99, Josh Downs, the backup, who has all the coins to have 99 backups. So wear and tear, I love weather. Weather should be in all game modes. I don't care if it's whatever. It's fair. It's a skill gap. Where it's fair for both sides. Where the skill gap goes away, though, is, my player's injured. My player, he can play, but he's -7 speed. It did start off in Ultimate Team for college football, and then they removed it. So franchise, though, it's guaranteed in the game, but that also makes franchise more depth. That's why I said it will be voted by the people, but if you are in my franchise fantasy draft next year, I do want to do 15 to 20 rounds, maybe 20 rounds. I don't care if it's 3-4 hours. I really don't care. We only draft once a year. If you have 20 players, you almost have one starter per position minus special teams, minus your fourth corner or third corner maybe, but you at least have two good corners. You should be able to draft most of your team because then the backups could be more drafted or, developed. because backups are going to matter now in franchise, and they should. It's awesome.
Conditions like heavy snow, fog, rain, and wind will impact visibility, player movement, stamina, and ball security. With real weather, real data, and real coach and player tendencies, this looks like the best Madden to date, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it.
You know, there's going to be a lot of glaze on Degene going in next year based on his Super Bowl play. But, I mean, and he deserves it. The one thing I'll say as well is with the weather, I love the field goal, the short field goal there. You know, it should matter. You know, okay, it's a rainy game. I have to change my play calling now because, you know, I can't kick a 49-yarder like I normally would be able to because it's so weather and, you know, like that's what real football is. Oh, Matt, you know, it's just all bailouts. Well, dude, it's fair for both sides. So that's the kind of thing, right? So, I mean, you know, what are my thoughts on this deep dive article? Honestly, I'm not going to glaze it too much. I would probably say it's a solid B because the article is going to explain more than the video does. The video graphics look great. You are able to tell the scoreboard. It's not that one. I think it's one of these other ones here. I can show you the scoreboard. Where is it, guys? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. So the scoreboard right there. So it looks like the different scoreboards kind of go with the broadcast. It might even say Monday Night Football. Damn. Not sure what it says there, but yeah, I mean, the different scoreboards are probably like for franchise for like the different time of the week. That's pretty cool, dude. But yeah, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the video itself? We still don't know much about the pre-order stuff. Hit sticking, right. So Football Boy's right. So, you know, if you don't get a fumble from the hit sticks, at least you can do wear and tear. But again, that's franchise, maybe not Ultimate Team. If there is nothing on Ultimate Team. Chosen one, wear and tear should not be an Ultimate Team. I'm going to read the deep dive article with you guys. And again, some of you have already, read it, but we're going to go over it together here. Can only switch stick one route at a time? Yes. True, Kyler, true. Is the baiting. True, Kyler, true. Or they adjust to it. Other comments here. The snow will make you crash out. True, but you might be able to get more stops that way. See, at the end of the day, dude, like, people act like, oh, it's going to be luck-based, whatever. Dude, there is no defense in this game anyway, so, like, getting a stop from luck, that's what life is. If you play poker and you have a bad hand, or you play sorry, you have a bad, dice roll, or, that's not sorry, it's Monopoly. Sorry, Monopoly. That's what the game is. There has to be at least 10 or 20% luck. If it's going to be all skill and someone makes no mistakes at all, at the end of the day, it's not going to be as fun because they ran an ebook. Some ebooks could be flawless. They know all how to beat everything. So unless you know the counters to it, which some may argue that is comp football, but others would argue, bro, it makes it no fun. It's politics. But I mean, I love snow games. Now, wear and tear an Ultimate Team, hell no, because if I have to have a great backup, I'm gonna spend more coins. Now, the reason why I have loved the last 2 to 3 Maddens is they took away power-up passes. When we had power-up passes, it cost training. Cost is not a word. It cost training. When it cost training, We literally had to just waste more coins just to buy extra training to then get plus ones or unlock things, with team chems. You had to power up a player just to change team chems. All of that was just cosmetic for plus ones. Things that we don't even know if that plus one speed would matter or not, right? In this game for wear and tear for Ultimate Team, yes, it might matter if a player goes down, but why should I spend a lot of coins for that great backup player? In franchise, yes, that's what franchise is. It's like you're a GM, it's like real football. And it's sold as such. For Ultimate Team, it is like an animated video game, and it's an altered football game. I could see the weather. I do not see wear and tear being in it, in my opinion. J Cam, I sold my whole team for rookie premieres, so more on that to come. On the Switch, oh god, Monkey, I'm not playing the Switch, dude. Hell no. Hey, Samash, how you doing, dude? Hate beggars. What's up, Mitchie Fines? How you doing, dude? You gotta keep that Caleb dude in check. I am, dude. I am. He's not even here anymore, dude. He probably is, but I mean, maybe he is, maybe he's not. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Got it, Nate Ray. Got it, dude. If they do, Smosh, how you doing, by the way? It's good to see you. Curve, you gotta calm down. Oh my god, I agree, dude. Curve, at the end of the day, dude, look, we're not here for drama, dude. Like, I'm the best, I'm the best. Bro, you might be the best, but you're not untouchable, bro. I mean, I scored versus you like 4 times. Like, dude, I will play you at launch. And it is what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna play you now for regs, but I'll play you at launch for Ultimate Team. I mean, Madden is one of those games where people want to 1v1 and be better, whatever. Power-ups. I did not like that, Strong Woods, damn. What up, Javi? How you doing, bro? I don't miss your comments, guy. What's up? There's going to be tearing mutt, Strong Woods? Hell no. What's up, Strong Woods? But hell no. Hell no. Its own fuel pass? Probably, Strong Woods. I still think if you have 9-10 mil, you're good. Literally, there was a vote out there for Swift, and if I go to Swift community post right now, where is it, dude? He had a YouTube post. How many coins do you have? And this had how many votes? 5,000 votes? That's pretty good, right? That's a lot of players. Now, I think that when I hear someone say how many coins do you have, I think they would factor in like their account value. I think trust me, I'm shocked he didn't do like 10 million plus. So all that shows you is, and again, I've told you guys this numerous times, casuals, they might watch my channel for some rages or whatever, but a lot of people on the channel, they're going to be above a casual because we treat the game as such. We're going into our 12th year. Doesn't mean we're a pro player, but we definitely know the market. We know some of the coin making methods, not as many as Joe Bruin. But at the end of the day, to sit there and have 10 million coins, it's not going to be that easy to do that. My first 8 years playing the game, I was lucky to have 7 million at the end, 7 million at the end of the year, let alone 10 million. Now, we had, over 15 mil easily. Some things, lost coins. Obviously, when we have the theme team surge players, if I sell some of those players, yeah, we're at 10 million exactly. But, and then Surge, when we spent coins on Surge, we probably spent over 1 million on Surge. We should be over 11 million coins. But Surge does not convert to coins, at least right now it doesn't. So we already did a whole, hour stream on rookie premieres, whatever. But my thoughts on rookie premieres, if you're over 5 million, you might be good. 10 million, you better be good. And then again, anything more than that, you're just stress-free. There was 1 year where they did do, so many premieres. And again, even if they do that again, where they do 32 premieres, I remember when they did 32 premieres, I was able to do 20 plus premieres still. And I probably had like 12 mil or something like that. So 12 mil and grinding, we're going to be close to that. I was still able to get 20 plus premieres when they did 32 premieres that 1 year. Again, time flies. So, there's that. But yeah, there's that. So, Curve, look, man, I'm not playing for money, bro. At the end of the day, dude, I'll admit you're a better player, bro. But again, I know you run some ebook shit, bro. I fucking know you do, dude. So at the end of the day, dude, I'll say you're better. But again, you lab, I don't. If I labbed, I would be one fucking great player, dude. I would. Not probably MCS, that's still tough. But, like, you guys just don't understand, bro. Like, I literally played K-Mac pretty tough in the first half. Like, he beat me by, like, 3-4 scores in the second half for, like, adjustments. But the fact that K-Mac even complimented me, like, dude, I like this guy's offense, whatever. We played pretty tough for the first half. You don't understand, bro. These pro players, they literally play and lab a lot of hours. And I don't think you'll admit it, Curve. I don't think you'll admit it, dude. Okay? So all I'm going to say, dude, is if you sit there and lab, like, you're already pretty much a step ahead of everyone else. Like, I really don't know I know some things, some glitchy shit, but when you know all of the things on top of making some good reads and having a good user, that's when you know that, again, you're already going to be at an advantage. So I don't lab. I don't have time for it. This summer, maybe learn some plays or some play concepts or like how to change some zones and stuff, custom stemming practice. But I'm telling you right now, bro, the whole stick work might be different. Spins might feel different. The gameplay might run and feel different. So, like, be careful what you're labbing in the summer into the next year's game. But in terms of, like, learning some, like, plays and stuff, like, oh, this is how bunch works, or, this is how, verticals work. Like, obviously you can learn some concepts, but to a certain, extent. Labbing is what it is, too. You're not wrong, JG. I might try to lab more like Christmas time or like, whatever. But at the end of the day, time is of the essence in this world, bro. It really is. What Hall of Fame player am I picking for the pre-order? Do we even know what the Hall of Fame players are? All right, to be fair, there is some glaze going on here with Mitchie Finest. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if you were fucking Caleb Burner, dude. Seriously. Dude, it's coming to the point now where we don't even know who Caleb is, bro. But at the end of the day, Look, Caleb, whatever, or what's his name? Snag. So, look, all I'm going to say is this, dude. If you're not Caleb, I get it. I appreciate the small glaze, but there's no reason to glaze right now, okay? Look, I am a decent player, but to say that I don't need the lab, trust me, we all need a lab in this game. If you want to take it to the next level, that's the next step for me. I would not say, run the ebook or run the meta. But if I learn some more glitchy shit, we might be able to get 8-9 wins in the gauntlet more easily. I wouldn't even say 10 wins gauntlet. I mean, that shit's tough in August and December. But all right, let's go over now the deep dive article, which I'm assuming is going to be here. Pre-order Madden. I mean, it's got to be somewhere in the website, right? Madden. That's NFL.com. Of course it is. This is EA Sports. All right, this has to be it here. So we have to pre-order by next month in order to get. Okay. I still have to pre-order the game, by the way. All right, here it is. Gridiron Notes. Here it is. Yep. All right, live reaction. Here we go. Built from Sundays. All right. So, again, these are the big three things we're pushing for this year. Community requests. Okay. That's the biggest bullshit ever, okay? Oh, we've been listening to you. Oh, whatever. All right, let's see it. Again, signature idea or identity, QB DNA. Again, wow, this is a lot of reading, right? And again, I'm more a math guy, but let's just pull the math and pull out the calculator, right? All right, let's see how bullshit this really is. In pocket behaviors. And again, up here is just kind of putting the big stuff, QB DNA, signature identity. Some of this stuff is CPU anyway for offline, so let's just fast forward it. In pocket behavior, okay? The way the quarterback holds the ball, that's awesome. I mean, these cosmetic things, which are cosmetic only, not a gameplay advantage, but at the end of the day, it's what it should be. If I'm sitting there and I'm watching a franchise game, and again, it is more, well, okay, it's Ultimate Team 2, and if I see they did it for Jalen Hurts this year, the way he squats down, oh, he has Jalen Hurts. Like, we should be able to tell just from some of these tendencies who the player is and what their name is, not just from the jersey number or, the way they look. We should be able to tell from the way they play, right, who that player is in the field. We're starting off with 9 unique ball holds. Gunslinger, one hand, gunslinger mid, one hand low, two hand middle. Okay. Looks like poker hands there, right? Full house. That's pretty cool, bro. At the end of the day, I like that. Okay. On the run. Okay. Man, I will be honest with you, bro. This is going to be a really big deep dive. I really don't want to bore you guys, but at the end of the day, you could be here all day talking about it. I think really all this is saying is just look. Like, it's going to look different, feel different, but I don't know if it's more than just the looks of things. Force mechanism. Locomotion sets. All right, passing is pretty important. Reimagining the quality bar of the quarterback means going into every detail of the position, and that means even refining how the ball comes out of the hand. I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, again, all this stuff, I don't know if there's an actual, I mean, obviously there'll be an advantage. Like, I think the only advantage for this is like, again, it's going to be kind of what it was previous years. Who has the best release? Oh, it's the Mahomes release. Oh, it's the Hurts release. I love Hurts release. I love it. I mean, you know, I mean, I'll die in that hill, but his Super Bowl card was great. I loved it. We got, I mean, that's when we got 8 wins, almost 9 in gauntlet. I mean, that was February too, and the game wasn't even dead. Or you know, that dead. Look, guys, I mean, is there anything I'm missing for these quarterback passings? I mean, let me know in the comments below, but I mean, all right, again, you know, Mitchie Finance, bro. I mean, you're just sitting there glazing, dude. All right, all right, he's gone. All right. Look, dude, at the end of the day, man, I mean, that was the most obvious Caleb snag ever, dude. I mean, let's literally see the quote that gave it away here, okay? The quote that gave it away was up here. Let's see right here. How do you manage being a good Madden player, working multiple jobs, staying in shape, and fostering a family? How the hell am I fostering a family? I don't even have kids. All in one life. That's one hell of a discipline. A God-sent gift from heaven you are. Seriously, I don't even care if it is Caleb. I mean, that's just cringe. I mean, that a God-sent gift from heaven. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, mods, if you feel like it's one of them, just kick him out. I mean, I don't care. I mean, look. I'm not even mad if it is them, but at the end of the day, dude, like, it's just cringe. Those comments are cringe, dude. I mean, come on. So look, we could watch Dubby's video, I guess, but all right, you know what? We'll watch Dubby's video, I guess. Look, guys, we learn better through videos and stuff. We will sit there and read it on our own time. We're not here to just read. Because I know you can read on your own time. You're in the doctor's office. You're at a red light. And you're just waiting on your phone, right? Okay, it's green, right? Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, we all have our time to read. We're here for the content, but to a certain extent. We're not here to bore you, okay? All right, here we go.
Boys, Madden 26 gameplay deep dive is finally out, and I get to talk to you exactly about every little thing gameplay-wise, competitive-wise, comp-wise, skill-wise, strictly gameplay. Not my initial thoughts, my initial feelings, what uniforms, how's the sunlight coming in the stadium, all the pretty stuff that I will tell you everything I learned from already playing Madden 26 for roughly about 2 hours. I mean, practice mode, head-to-head, everything I played as much as I could for 2 hours and really tried to see what the game had for us coming in to Madden 26. Super excited for this year. Saquon's on the cover. It's going to be great. We're going to grind Madden. Can't wait to get back in to start with college and then Madden 26. I believe college football is going to drop July 7th. I will have access to put out some early gameplay videos of college. So make sure you guys hit some notifications on here. Set that. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I will be dropping college football gameplay early for you guys to get a look at that. But let's talk about Madden as the deep dive has been dropped. I'm sure you guys read it. I'm sure you guys love it. But let me tell you what I took away from playing the game. This might not even be it might not even be in the notes. It might not even be something you know about. This is strictly for comp, strictly for gameplay sweats. If you're not a gameplay sweat, you're a franchise. What did they upload with the draft? Maybe this video is not for you. This is strictly for gameplay. So if you care about that, let's continue. All right, boys. I was sitting in the meetings.
At the end of the day, though, dude, it is a gameplay deep dive. You know, like, so it's like, that's really all we care about is like, how did the gameplay change? This is not like a Madden 26 what's new. It's the gameplay what's new. So really all we care about is the competitive aspect. Even if, I mean, Dubby is wrong in this regard. If you're playing franchise online, some of these things will still apply to you. Franchise offline, yes, it is a different play the game. Here we go.
Sitting in the presentations and they're showing all this, you know, how the game looks and how the graphics improved. And it didn't really, I didn't think it looked that good in the projections and the little screen or when it was, whatever they presented. I didn't think it looked that good. I was like, yeah. When I got on the game, now I don't know if this was EA having the, you know, a 240 hertz monitor and the newest PS5 Pro, whatever it may be, but the game looked crazy. It's actually insane how much better it looks than Madden 25. It does look awesome for all my graphics guys. We honestly take graphics for granted because we play the game so much, but they are awesome. They are insane, and you'll notice it right away. They also have dynamic.
Honestly, dude, I mean, I believe it because it's next gen only this year. So there is no old gen. I'm going to be getting a better monitor at my, my new place. This will be a backup monitor if something breaks, or, you know, I'll have dual monitor. So I'll have, you know, three. I mean, seriously, at my new place, I'm moving in August, right? Hopefully August. Okay, that way we'll be like a week or two in the game only. But if the construction is delayed, it is going to be early September. Okay. Regardless, it will be guaranteed in the first month of the game. Okay. It's a matter of like the first 2 weeks or first, month. My first floor, I have no basement first floor. I do want to have it be kind of my gaming room. I am going to have some couches or a chair if my friends want to watch me or play versus me or play gaming in general, like just like, 2K, Madden, like a gaming tournament. The basement's for gaming, okay? Honestly, we could even watch TV or movies on my monitor and put Hulu, right? So it's all the same difference, right? But where does this affect you guys, okay? I am ready for a new Madden, brand new stage, whatever, but I might get like a nice monitor, $1,000 monitor, whatever. And, I want to be able to have the nice new graphics and stuff like that. So I want to have a desk because right now I'm in my parents' place still and I'm ready to move out. But at the end of the day, I'm in this boxed room and I have a monitor. I have my, PC right here. Like there's only so many. To be fair, I do have a desk right here. I could have had, my second monitor right here, my PC right here, and then my monitor right here. But at the end of the day, look, we'll figure it out. It's nothing you guys have to worry about right now. But for me, I am thinking about getting a nice monitor in order to have the nice, specs and stuff.
Light, so, it does start with the sun in the first quarter. The sun will be different in the fourth quarter. So awesome. All the gameplay, all the presentation, all the physical, all the cosmetics of the game are beautiful. They put a lot of work into it, and it's awesome hearing them show us how much work they put into that and how happy they are for it. They do drop the ball on the cosmetic thing as far as jerseys in the game. They definitely do. They're working on it. I tried my best. I argued about it, or I brought it up to everybody I could. The cosmetic aspect of everything in the game could be a lot better as far as jerseys are concerned. But
it's great.
We're working on it, but it's still an L right now. But let's talk about gameplay. Movement is so much better. Movement, going from college to playing Madden, movement felt terrible last year. It felt slow, sluggish, boring. This year, they've kind of brought Madden or moved Madden up faster to kind of match college football. It's not quite college, but it's somewhere in that happy medium. I ran the ball and stretched with Saquon Barkley probably 100 times in practice mode. Love the way you were able to hit the holes, change. The left stick is way more responsive. You guys are going to love running the ball. I don't know if it'll be OP or not. I don't know if it'll be a great running game. A lot of things are different as far as stopping the run.
I will say one thing real quick. I feel like we have not had a run first Madden for a hot minute. I mean, how you know is a run first Madden in Maddens ago is when someone won a MCS belt and they literally had the punter at quarterback. So, and that was back, like 6 or 7 years ago. So all I'm trying to say is this, right? We have been a pass first man now for a hot minute, and that's through OP abilities. Even omniscient, to be able to see who they're using. I see who's blitzing, and then I can adjust my passing routes based on that, or pass protections based on that. Also, I felt like 6'1", with a really good sweat that can hit the gaps where they want to. 6'1" has boxed most run formations. I don't care about Vanguard, okay? I don't care about angry runs. I don't care about Daniel Falele, okay? And stuff like that. So it's like, at the end of the day, we don't care about end game Madden, right? We care about, like, the good part of Madden. It's going to be really tough to really see, a run first Madden. But hopefully the motion, hopefully the game actually feeling like a better handoff system, hopefully that is the case.
As we talk about moving on, getting to the run defense, run fits are a little bit more important. This is one thing we've kind of been asking for. When you used to crash your line left, nothing happened. Like, what was the point of crashing left or crash? I'm old school. I started Madden on PS2. If they're running right, we're crashing our D line right. And it never really did nothing the last lot of years. But now they made that an emphasis in the game.
Good.
That your defenders will then try to shed on that side. So if it's going to be stretch looky, I form close, stretch looky, whatever it may be,
good.
You can crash your line that way, and it will affect the way your team plays. And if you crash your line, your linebackers will then crash in different holes as well. So run defense is way different. And run defense on turn is going to play RPOs different. RPOs have been miserable for Madden the last 2 days, whenever they put them in the game. Now, they should be in the game. They're a big part of real football. But they haven't really found a way to defend them properly until now. Now there's a clear-cut rule for RPOs. Anybody in the A and B gap will play the run first. Anybody outside will play the pass first. So we'll see how this works. I'm assuming the little bubbles won't be as effective. But maybe
good.
bubble or something will be a little bit confusing. Something will find a way to be super effective with these RPO defenses. But they really tried to make sure that your outside guys, if you have a slot corner, he's not going to run in for the A gap. He's going to guard the outside, and the guys in the A and B gap will then guard the run. That's why your run fits are going to be more important. They also allow double teams when you're running the ball, and the double teams on the D tackle and everything, they'll get to the linebackers faster. That's going to nerf dollar run defense a little bit. I played 2 hours. I think dollar won't be as good against the run. I say that now until we're in the game, and it's great. But that's
at the end. Look. And again, I'm gonna see the comments here. But guys, look again. We should not be sitting here in dollar all day. I've done it. Pros have done it. Clearly, me against the pro is a big difference. But if I'm doing it and I can still stop the run, a pro can stop the run in dollar. You should not be able to just grab a safety, come in the box, or use your middle linebacker in dollar defense, 3-man front, and I can stunt and stop the run. I have 5 offensive linemen versus, it's a numbers game, So that's awesome. Because people would just play, dollar all day in the past, play 6-1 all day versus single back handoffs, and it's just been a meta formation heaven. So it shouldn't be, and trust me, I have seen people where every time I'm in 5 wide, they will always run double mug mid blitz with some adjustments and beat me. So it's like, dude, with the right adjustments, because mid blitz versus 5 wide could be a disaster, but with the right adjustments could be scary. It's a free man blitzing every time. So, if you individually adjust all your players. So, all I'm trying to say is this, dude. This game has gotten very robotic. It has gotten very, very robotic. Okay? So, all I'm going to say, dude, is this, right? If we sit there, okay, and let the game continue the way it's been going, where one formation dominates the game, that's a problem. So that's what needs to happen. See you, Spider. Peace, dude. I get it, Fat. I get it, dude. I get it, dude. What's up, Fran? Chisel, how you doing, dude? Docs, I'm not sure if that's is that a joke comment, dude? I got fake teeth right here. I got fake teeth. Now, these are my real teeth that are white. I mean, I got good teeth. These are all real. These are all real teeth. Again, dude, it's probably Caleb. It's probably a spam comment. Big Kirk, it's probably a spam comment, dude. Look, guys, at the end of the day, I really don't care what anyone says. Okay, I'm an umpire. I've been told worse things. Okay, this guy doesn't care about us. I don't care what he calls. He doesn't care about us anymore. He can call a strike in the dirt for all I care. It's been clear all games, been called by our team. All parents bullshit. What a surprise. That was a strike. He doesn't care about us anymore. Give us a chance, umpire. Give us a chance. Seriously, look, I've been told things that is, seriously, it's inhumane for an 8U baseball game. Okay? And look, I'm not going to sit there, and give a 5-minute lecture about it, because you guys know I could. But if you want to know, let me rephrase that. If you want to sit there and meet delusional people, go umpire baseball. Go officiate sports, because that's when you'll see delusional people. How I know I'm not that bad of an umpire is I've done 18U tournaments. That's like, college prospects. It's actually called the College Prospects Baseball League. It's called the College Showcase. And it's 18U baseball. And the Guardians even fund that team for College Showcase. And I've been umpiring, and I had no complaints. Because I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm not that bad. And then I do 8U baseball games, 8-year-old baseball games. You make one mistake. Hey, what the hell was that strike? Well, dude, they're this tall. They're 8-year-old, So again, well, Matt, why are you saying this? Guys, I've heard any story in the book. I've heard it. Oh, Matt, you're so bad. Oh, Matt, whatever, bullshit. Dude, you can't say anything to get underneath my skin. Well, Matt, why are you saying this? Because, bro, the only reason why I cared about Caleb or Snag is because they're saying it 20 times a fucking day. In my Discord. That's when it pisses me off. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Guys, I'm feeling a little bit weak tonight, man. I'm hungry right now. Fuck. I'm telling you guys, fuck. Guys, I might get my steak out there in the fucking garage, because I'm getting a little bit weak right now, guys. Anytime I get hungry, I get weak. And when I get weak, I get low blood sugar. And when I have low blood sugar, my hands flake out like this. All right? Am I an umpire? All right, it probably is. Sorry, I'm kicking him out. Nick Cotter, there he is. Hey, man, how you doing, dude? We got a lot of spams in here, Nick. We have a lot of bullshit in here. Nick Cotter, dude. Me and him go back, okay, to third grade basketball for Bob Clark. And that's great, Nick. It's good to see you, dude. Certified bullshitter, Nick. CB. Certified bullshitter. Guys, I'm going to go grab my steak in the fridge, guys. If you're here, you're here. You're not, you're not. But I'm going to go grab my steak in the fridge. Woo! Oh, man. Nothing like a fresh Diet Pepsi, man. Nothing like a fresh Diet Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi family. Me and my friends, man, we're Pepsi people. Nothing like a fresh Diet Pepsi, man. I will say one thing. It's God's truth, man. You know, diet is worse for you, I think, from the chemicals. But come on, guys. Red dye is bad for you. Sweetest fish, other bullshit. Dots has that red dye in it. Red dye can kill you. Toxins. Oh shit. Someone closely, oh. I mean, seriously. I was told these Febreze, those toxins could kill you. Or give you cancer. If I touch this wood, it could give me cancer. If I die, I die. Seriously, if I die, I die. I'm not trying to be fun. I'm maybe a little bit trying to be funny, but at the end of the day, anything can kill you. Anything could. A car crash could kill you. So I like the taste better than real sugar. I think it tastes better. The taste is different. Oh, Matt, well, it tastes like shit to me. Well, beer tastes like shit, but it's an acquired taste, ain't it? This is an acquired taste. When you have a diet, there's nothing like it, dude. Diet versus regular, you know the difference. I love my diet, man. Diet right here. It might kill me one day. I'll be in the hospital like this. Help me. Right? Maybe when I'm 60, I'll be in the hospital. Oh, shit, my kidneys are gone. Oh, help me. But, dude, at the end of the day, anything can kill you. Right? Vaping could kill you. Smoking could kill you. Drinking could kill you. Bad kidneys. Anything could kill you on this earth. It is bad, T-Money. It is bad. But guys, I have a cheese stick. I have a cheese stick for my energy. And I have a fresh steak right here from Longhorn tonight. Get my energy up, man. One thing I learned from my summer camp, because I do a summer camp with six 12-year-olds, okay? The one thing I learned is not one kid will pass up a cheese stick. Cheese stick is great food, man. When we have breakfast every morning, and you know what? I love my job. I love my summer job, okay? I work like 7:30 to 3, okay? The one thing I'll say, tomorrow we're going to the Science Museum. Tomorrow we're going to the Science Museum. Oh, look at that, kids. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Wow, wow. You know, I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow, bro. We get going on a big bus. Dude, we have a limo. We drive a limo, and all the kids go, it's a party bus. Oh, my God, man. Oh, well, you know, they don't say Matt. They say, hey, Coach K. You know, they call me Coach K. I go, hey, what's up, man? You know, and they go, dude, it's a party bus. I go, you better believe it is. All right? You better believe it is. All right? No. Crack a little Diet Pepsi, man. A little Pepsi, man. It's great, man. But, dude, not one kid, will pass up a cheese stick. That's one thing I learned about kids. So if you're a parent of a toddler, give them a cheese stick, and they'll eat it. But make sure they're not, dairy and shit. All right, guys, the true fans are still here. Anyone who left, I mean, I get it, because I was eating. Okay, here we go. Let's listen and shut the fuck up.
That's pretty much the run game. I enjoyed it. I think it's going to be a little bit better. It was non-existent in Madden 25, so I think it should be a little bit better, especially with how good the run was in real life. Super Bowl champions, But anyway, let's talk about pass blocking. They added a new feature in pass blocking that's awesome that I love so much, and it's called the ignore a player thing. It's just literally, ignore this guy. So much of blitzes in the last, 4 or 5 years or forever in Madden was, let me take my user, stand in front of the center, and make the center think I'm blitzing. And then he'll dumb out the whole line. Whether it's a double A gap, 6-1, 3-4, dollar, loop, whatever it may be. You would take your user and just mug the line. And you can't do that anymore because they put a feature in the game, literally ignore this guy. So if they're taking their user and they're putting them over the center or they're trying to confuse your running back, you can literally take a cursor like I did to Mike, put it over him and say, ignore this guy. And that way your O-line will not be bothered by him. He will not affect your pass blocking. I think this is a huge step to stop all the stupid 6-1, 3-4 odds and double A gaps that really are a pain to deal with sometimes because your O-line is too stupid.
Good.
Now, will that open up maybe a user rush where you want to ignore them, they're just going to run up the A gap? Maybe it will. We'll see as more people play the game and how it moves on and how it goes. And as far as blitzing, you guys know, stunts and twists, all that are on the D-line. So many options, 3-man line, 4-man line. You can do any twist, any stunt you see in the NFL on Sundays, you can do in Madden. Once again, only played 2 hours. I don't know which one is super cheesy. I tried to loop my D end to bring the tackle in and then blitz off the edge, something like that. I think there's going to be tons of creative ways to get some heat in Madden 26 with these new twists and stunts. I think it might bring back a 4th down lineman, whether it be over G, dime, normal.
I mean, that might kill my double A gap. I do double A gap. We're going to save you down. Even in mid blitz, hover over the center. I'm guarding the run. I mean, it's an old trick of the book. Especially for mid blitz, I'm guarding the running back anyway. So if I user blitz over the center, over the guard, whatever, the disengage, it throws off the offensive line, whatever. I mean, I hope you guys know what he's talking about, right? For the, for the ignore blitz feature. So I think the coolest part about it, though, is you can still bluff people. So, that is if you hover over the center and then you back up. But, especially in mid-blitz, I can still hit the center, and then as long as I'm not trapped and I can disengage, hence the name disengage blitz. If you hover over and then leave, it's not technically disengaged. You're just tricking the AI of the offensive line. If you actually touch a player on the offensive line and then you back up, that is disengage. So that might still be in the game. Because how can you change if I touch the center? The center is busy. He's guarding me. It leaves guys open. So this feature could be a little bit glazed. Let's see it happen. But this is only going to work for players who don't physically touch my players. If you touch my tackle, the tackle is blocking you. And then if you back up, so, I mean, let me hear your thoughts on that, because the ignore blitz is a big part of, this video, this, commentary, whatever. Maybe fat. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I mean, limited stunts, 4 D-line setups, everything. If they have 4 D, I mean, we'll see, fat. We'll see, dude. What up, Chris? How you doing, dude? All right, let's play.
Maybe 4-3 over, whatever. Maybe I think nickel normal. I think 4 down lineman might be good because of twists and stunts. But all right, let's talk about the stemming zones. Obviously, you guys probably heard this now. You can stem zones like you can stem routes on offense. So you can bring a yellow zone down to 5 yards. It's pretty cool. I think it's going to be great, especially if you take a safety that's sitting at 15 yards back there, stem him down to a 5-yard yellow. He's going to shoot down and maybe stop a tight end drag or running back wheel route. Wherever you want him on the field, you can kind of put him. And that's pretty awesome. It's a great thing. Now shading left and right does help with zone. So maybe you can bring him down to 5 yards, shade him outside, and he'll go outside a little bit. So it just gives you a lot more customization on the field. One thing I always hated about zone drops is, like, if somebody no huddled me, I would be stuck in my zone drops. I'd have to reset my play, and it was just a pain, And with these, if somebody no huddles, if they're on 3rd and 10, they get 5 yards, then no huddle. I can't put my zones on 5 and no huddle, but I can do it at the line of scrimmage now. It's going to be a huge tool for defensive players. But once again, I mean, the switch stick is king. We talk about zone. The switch stick is pretty similar, but they didn't change much about that at all. They didn't even talk about it. I don't think it was a point of emphasis.
If you know what you're doing for custom stemming offense, which we already should be, especially when it comes down to master tack or hot route master, which is pretty standard for like every quarterback to get one or the other, like January 1st on. December, maybe because of those zero chill abilities, it's zero chill, it's zero freeze on abilities, whatever. Like, when every quarterback gets hot route master, there's adjustments everywhere. Post him, this, that. But obviously, again, the first 3 months is the best part of Madden. August, September, October, right? You might not be able to do as much on offense besides custom stemming routes. Okay, I have a post route. You don't need hot route master to custom stem it, right? So I might do, this or that, or change this to a, this slant to a 12-yard slant, not a, which is a mini post, right? Or the most popular one, the out route, the corner route, custom stem that underneath the deep blue or above the flat zone or whatever. So all I'm trying to say is it's going to be a speed battle. The way I see this game going, it's going to be the players who really, are super sweaty or whatever. They're going to know what's coming and know how to adjust, and they will adjust. Okay, move this zone here, do this, do that. Oh, and where is the meta going to go? It's going to be a no huddle. No huddle, hurry, hurry, hurry. That's great that you made all those adjustments to stop my, bench pivot where I had this, that, post this, or the motion play, what's it called? Mountain zone, whatever, gun doubles. Okay, send him in motion. Send him in motion. Okay, zig, post, in, drag. If you have to do all of these adjustments for custom stem zones, how are you going to do all those adjustments for the no huddle every time really quick? You're going to have to practice it and lab it. So again, it's great, but it's going to be which I guess that's how it should be like programmed. It should benefit those who like really are good in the game. But there should be a difference between, oh, I just memorized, my, all my, finger stuff and I can do it really quick. That takes practice. Practice does take perfect, but at the end of the day, if that's what it takes, there's going to be some days like, a Monday where you're like, all right, I'm not playing much today. I'm just practicing today. Like, that's what it takes to be good. I might say one day, hey guys, it's Thursday night. I'm going to get ready for Gauntlet tomorrow. Tonight, if you want to join the stream, fine. But I'm just going to practice, in practice mode, doing my custom stems for my zones to stop bench pivot or to stop, give me a play, bro, right? Like to stop the gun doubles, flood. That's what it is. I mean, give me your thoughts on it, bro. But I just feel like it's going to be a speed battle. That's all it's going to be. Like, no huddle, etc. True, Strent, true. Oh my God, Luke, damn. Dak Prescott lover with my fucking face. Who the fuck? Who the hell is that? Is that me? What's up, Ibrahim? How you doing, dude? Got it, Timmy. Good to hear it, Timmy. Oh, here we go. Hope you guys are actually learning something from this. At the end of the day, I don't know the most, but I feel like we still have played the game enough where like we know what it really means. Dubby is singing for what it is, but at the end of the day, contextually, I know the workaround about it.
This is the change. I am on the notion that it's good for the game. I don't see how anybody can say otherwise. It's the only time you can give all 11 players on the field, like, essentially human minds. That's been the problem, is that how can offensive players have always learned to manipulate the defense, and now there's not everybody is just a defensive player. Anybody can be clicked on at any time, have eyes, and just be able to jump and play as aggressive as they want, a la Asante Samuel jumping a route. Now, you could guess wrong and give up a lot of touchdowns, and that's the downside of it. And some people were better than others and took better chances than others. That's why Fancy was able to win, man. He just made the most plays. He did give up a lot of dumb touchdowns, I thought, but he just made more defensive stops than the next guy. The switch stick is about the same, so that's how that works. I will tell you, speaking of Fancy, man, he really hung with the audible from man blitz to get your safeties down at 8 yards or 10 yards. You don't have to do that anymore. That is literally a setting in wherever you want to line your safeties up. You can line them up. You can line them up 32 yards back or 8 yards close or 12 yards or default. So it's like 30 yards, default, 12 yards, and 8 yards. You can bring those boys right up sniffing the offensive line in a setting. So you never have to audible or anything like that. If you want to run cover 4, just call it, put your safeties at 8 yards, they're there already for you. So that's become a setting. Not only can you change the depth, you can change their position. They can always go to the wide side of the field. They can always go to the strong side of the defense. They can always go whatever it may be.
And again, look, that's all testing. I think that's great. I think that's great that they have that in the game. My biggest pro is it might automatically kill some formations. For example, gun bunch is a big one. Not just for snag, whatever, or other gun bunch enthusiasts. Chen used to be a gun bunch guy. Now he's gun way off paths. But and again, those names are just from my channel stuff. But look, other players have their own. Maybe you run gun doubles, right? That's a very hot one, right? Like, some things might be killed based on, if I always have my safeties here, I have a better chance now to stop the post and this and that. Like, it's gonna take labbing. It's going to take some more intricate thoughts. But I love how we can have more disguise now where my safeties are. Safeties are supposed to be, between that and my outside corners. Are they back? Are they pressed? Are they here? Are they there? That's the best way to tell what defensive shell. It's all about shells. Now, EA started a thing this year where you can fake the shell. So I'm in a cover zero shell where everyone's kind of down and a little bit pressed, or at least like right by the defender, but it was really just a cover three zone. They started disguises this year with coverage shells. I didn't really see it used that much, but now we can actually have it where like we can bring players down without a press, without this, without that. I mean, I'm really getting a little bit excited, and again, we may lab this year just to say that I did it for 1 year and we see the results, but it doesn't mean I'm doing it every year, okay? I might try it 1 year just to show some critics up, whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm always not going to promote it unless you really actively want to go for ladders or MCS or whatever. I think that we do enough. I think we win enough. I think we can compete with where we're at right now. But obviously, if we know some more stuff, we're going to be better than we are now.
They can be shifted to the left, to the right, more to the middle, more spread out. These are all settings to how your safeties align. It is a great part of the game that they added to the game. Now, I will tell you, baseline is gone. I know that's probably the biggest news. I'm sure people have been hinting about it. I haven't been able to talk about it since then, but baseline is gone. Just like college football, there is no more baseline. We're not freezing our defense. That will nerf stuff like dollar. It will nerf stuff like 3-4. It will nerf 6-1 into the ground. I think, it's just like,
good.
I don't know. I just think we'll see how it works. Obviously, we first hated it in college. I grew to like it, mostly because the game just looks, it sounds like bottish now, but I just feel like it looks more real. It looks like football. Football isn't a dude standing in the line of scrimmage like this, frozen, waiting for the ball to snap. That's just not real. So I think it does look realer, if that makes sense. I think it looks better. I think it's more attractive to viewers, to everything, and I think it's a good way to learn how to play. Now, how will we stop corner routes? How are you going to stop stretch to the outside? One thing you can do is align your safeties. That's a great thing. Now, can you change your alignment at the line of scrimmage? That could be a good thing going forward. I don't think you can. And I will also tell you, as flipping bunch has become a topic on Twitter everywhere, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, links below, but I felt like you could flip bunch a lot faster in Madden 26 than you could in the last couple of years. I did feel like it was a smooth flip. I was able to get some hot routes off. I will tell you, and on notion on that little side note about flipping bunch hasn't really been a thing in the last couple of Maddens. It's more been an audible meta where you go from one bunch and you audible to the next one. And the only reason you would do that is because, one, you can get more hot routes off and then make your quick snap more effective. The best way to nerf this is to not allow somebody to get 4 hot routes off while they're audibling and then be able to quick snap. I mean, that's the best way, and then it wouldn't be a thing, I don't think. So it hasn't been a flipping bunch meta. It's really been an audible around, giving you the Jets tour, the Oakland tour, the different tours in the game. The Eagles tour was really good this year. Detroit Lions had a tour. Everybody kind of had a tour. So that's really been the meta, not so much flipping bunch. And it's because of the hot routes you're able to get off while you're audibling and being able to snap after that. That's pretty much why.
I think the only thing that and again, we're 2/3 done with this already. Time flies, but it's just like my big problem playing these wannabe sweats, bro. And I mean, they are sweats, but we'll call them MCS gangsters. For me, my biggest struggle is when, someone comes out in 5 wide, I'm gonna come out in dollar, and then all they're gonna do is just audible down the single back somehow, or they'll single back to, a handoff for me and then hand the ball off, or they come out in single back, and what they do is okay, you're in 6-1, all right, I'm gonna go to a shotgun pass. The problem with that is it doesn't make a fair video game. Like, when the offense makes a change of the formation, I should be able to tell my defense, okay, now they're in shotgun, let's do this now. You can't. You can change cover 1 to cover 2 to cover 3, cover 4, cover 0. You can't change your defensive formation. And so that's when the game is just not fair. It's a real football idea, but if it was real football, I would tell my players, well, now Josh Allen's in shotgun, the running back's gone from the backfield. We're not going to be in 6-1 anymore. Let's change our alignment and let's go to, nickel. And, let me know your thoughts on that, bro. But I don't play that player that much. But that is a known problem in that game. True, Fat. That is true. That is true. And also, like I said, guys, I mean, if there's immaturity in the chat, dude, I mean, come on, dude. All right. Mods, just kick these people ASAP. I don't care if they're real viewers, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, just get them out. Anything that is sketchy, I don't give a crap. I don't even think it's funny. I don't even think it gets to my skin. The only thing I will say is it can be distracting. And so if that's what they get out of it, Snag, Caleb, look, I'm going to say a comment, and it's the truth. You guys are in your mid-20s. I'm in my mid-20s. We cannot be making alternate accounts on a work night weekday at 11:44 p.m. just to try to get under my skin. We have got to find better things to do in our life. I may be a bullshitter. I may be, a jokester. But when it's time to be real, I will be real with you. You need to find a different hobby. Because, I don't know, seriously, you guys have got to get mature in your life. I mean, you do. I know when to act mature. I mean, I've been there, parent-teacher conferences. I remember being there. Seriously, no bullshit, true story. I was a 22-year-old, and I don't teach there anymore. I don't teach there anymore. It sucks. I wasn't the best teacher, okay? But I was a 22-year-old teacher at a 5-star district. And it was really high expectations. I did not make the cut. It sucks. But I had the opportunity of a lifetime to go teach at my alma mater. And, I remember my first year teaching last year, not last year, 2 years ago. And I remember being, in a parent-teacher conference. And I had to sit there. And I still told myself, wow, you know, I'm 22. Here I am doing Madden streams, you know, a bullshitter, you know, throw up a sack, you know, all this bullshit. But I told myself, I gotta be mature. You know, Mom, Dad, how you doing? You know, I talked to some parents. You know, hey, I'm your kid's high school math teacher. And I was 22. I probably looked 18, whatever, you know, 19 at the time, whatever. But you know what? I was mature. I shook their hands. I said, here's the curriculum. Here's what we're doing, whatever. And I was mature. When I see a 20-some-year-old make 5 alternate accounts, I block you, and you're still coming back on a Madden YouTube stream, you guys have got to get a grip. I mean, Caleb, seriously. Caleb, Snag, I don't care who is making the alternate accounts to troll with me. I am not pissed off, but at the end of the day, it is a little bit disturbing. To my viewers, it's a waste of our time. I mean, you have got to be mature. I mean, seriously. When that's coming from me, that's when you know it's fucked up. Because I will be mature when it matters. Again, parent-teacher conferences, teacher meetings, you know, umpiring baseball. I mean, I'll be serious. I'm not going to go to the plate meeting. What up? What up? Hey, coach, how you doing? Hey, coach. Hey, coach, how you doing, guys? You know, I'll be mature when I have to. But, you know, when it comes down to this kind of stuff, bro, and you're going to sit there and just be immature like that, like, come on, dude. Like, I mean, it's just, come on. All right, let's finish.
That's the thing they need to nerf, because it kind of slowed down the flipping and audible meta. But I said no basic line, so you're gonna have to deal with flipping. It goes a little bit faster this year. It might be a nightmare. Not too soon to say. I didn't play comp games over there, so I was just trying as much of the stuff as I could. And the biggest news, which I'm a super fan of this one, boys, and I left it for last because I love it. I know it's kind of being a controversial topic, and I don't think there's anything bad to say about it. Oh, I did remember one more thing we're going to talk about first. One thing, these two things that I'm going to talk about, these two things will 100% make defensive better. It will make defense light years better. It's not zone play, it's not man press, it's not block sheds, it's not blitzes. These two things they changed in Madden will make the game defensively better. Will it be a good defensive game? That's yet to be seen. But I stand on my life. These two things are one of the biggest things that made a defense really, really hard the last couple years. The first thing,
fumbles.
There are no more throw out of sacks. It is way harder to get hit and just throw the ball away.
What did I fucking say, dude? What did I fucking say? What did I fucking say, dude? Now, to be fair, I know some of you guys did say it in the chat earlier, and I did read it, but I want to hear from Dubby first. Or, well, not first, but like, I want to hear from his voice. When we sit there, and we have these Silva sacks, this is history on this channel. It's history. Ready? When I'm hit as I throw, and it's always a fumble for me, and everyone else, it's just incomplete, or when it goes in the air, pick up, like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did I not tell people in my Madden videos, Madden 26 wish list, Madden 26 first trailer reaction, the opening trailer, not the gameplay, the trailer reaction. Did I not say it? This may be my most favorite Madden hype of all time now. Oh my God. Now, I will say he did not say it's completely gone. He said it's like pretty much gone. It's really hard to get the animation now. Thank you. Because I just felt like that took over the game. Like, oh, it's no big deal. It is. 2nd and 16 against 2nd and 10. First of all, common sense, 6 yards. But you now know it's going to be a pass play. If you run on 2nd and 16, you're stupid. Even if you get, 100 yards on the handoff, goal line to goal line, you're stupid. You should not run the ball on 2nd and 16 unless maybe a halfback draw in real life for field position punting. But, there is no way you should ever run the ball on 2nd and 16. So game script, it does matter. Behind the sticks, it does matter. Thank you.
For incompletion. So many times you had your opponent bagged, he drops back 10 yards, nobody's open, throws the ball, gets hit, the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. So many times. Let me know how many times that happens to you. You can never get them to make a bad play. It was so forgiving to throw the ball away. There was no throw out of sacks. If you got to throw out a sack pick, that was lucky, and it was unfortunate if it happened to you. This year, they have a mechanic in the game where if you get hit throwing the ball, you don't get it off. You get sacked. There's going to be so many more sacks, so many more big, deep yardages, long yardage downs because of this. People are going to have to get used to putting a good play on the field and making a read and getting rid of the ball, whether that be throw it away quicker, or find somebody quicker, or throw the ball into traffic.
I'll find that slant quick.
Good coverage.
Great.
There's going to be so many more sacks in Madden 26. It's going to help defense so much. People won't get away with being bailed out by just throwing the ball into the ground every other play while they're getting hit because their play sucked that they put out there. One of the best news I heard when I went down there was that play, and I doubt it'll even be in the notes so you guys know about it, but throw out a sack is kind of dead. You will not be able to throw. You'll be wrapped up with the ball in your hand.
Thank you.
I don't know about fumbles. I don't know about our throw out a sack picks still a big thing. We'll have to play the game more to figure out where that is. But what I realized is that you could not throw the ball away like that. You will get sacked, hold the ball, and tuck it in and get sacked. So that's a big news. And the biggest news I took is conservative ball carrier is gone. You cannot just flick the setting and never fumble. It's just stupid. It's just not football. I mean, if you could flip a setting and never fumble, how good would Tiki Barber be? It's just not a realistic thing. And I think being able to flick that conservative ball carrier on made people not aware of how bad their offense was. Like if you're throwing a drag right into Cam Chancellor, or you're throwing a drag right into Fred Warner, that's not good.
I mean, it's exactly spot on. I mean, I had it on conservative all year. Fumbles were non-existent. You know what? Good. Better stick work gets rewarded. Everyone has to move now. I will say, though, by being on conservative and being so-called handicapped, if you will, in my moves, it was only stutter steps or stop and goes or change of directions. I couldn't do spinner jukes. So my moves were limited in what I could do left, right, up, down, So I got in better and used to without it. Now if I add some good spins jukes to my games and everyone has to be on not conservative anyway, we're going to see more turnovers, more sacks, more fumbles. And you know what? It makes the game more fun now. It's not going to be a shootout and chewing clock. I mean, I might still chew clock strategically for the clock of possessions, but it's not going to be a matter of I have to chew clock. I can't get a stop. It's the only way I'm going to win now. It's kind of what Dubby said. Be careful of who's tackling, okay? The smart word is be cognizant. Be cognizant of who is around you. If Cam Chancellor's right there, don't throw near him. He will hit stick you and you might fumble.
Offense.
It's great.
They're going to get dudes killed and they're going to fumble the ball. So many people have been able to throw the ball in the coverage, get 5, 6, 8 yards, 10 yards, get blasted, never fumble, and just pop back up. For me, it's just bad offense. I mean, you can't just consistently throw in the coverage, take hits, and not ever have to worry about fumbling the ball. Now, onus is on the offensive player not to fumble the ball. Now, of course, there's going to be times where you can't avoid it, 3rd and 8, we got to throw this check down and try to get a first down. We got to throw in traffic. Sometimes you can't avoid it. That's football, And for me, I think there's so many options for the offensive player not to fumble that, like, it's completely on them. One, you can run out of bounds. You can fall down. You can avoid hit sticks. You can hold RB, which is going to be a more prominent feature to hold the ball. It will slow you down like it will in real life, but you can hold RB to not fumble. There's so many options for you not to fumble. That conservative ball carrier made people lazy, and it made people just not have to worry about big hitters, not have to worry about Dawkins, Sean Taylor, Troy P., Fred Warner, Lance Brigg.
It might make the hard hitters players trait actually matter again.
These Urlacher, all these linebackers.
Player traits.
You didn't have to worry about them because you just flip on conservative and just rock out. And it doesn't even matter if the moves are good or the moves are bad. It's just like you still have to be aware of who you're throwing the ball in front of and who you're about to try to juke and things like that. And I think it just adds such a powerful element to defense where we can say, okay, we're going to let you go ahead and check down here for 5 yards, but we're going to try to pop you. And you're not going to be able to just run, hurdle, juke, spin on conservative. It's always been broken. And just getting rid of it was the best move for EA. I don't think there's even an argument to be said. There should never be a situation where you can just flip a button and never have to worry about fumbling. You can hit as hard as you want and never have to worry about fumbling. That's just not real. It's just not football. And it's hard to play defense. So being able to sack the quarterback and be able to force fumbles is going to be huge for the defensive side of the ball. Stemming zones. I think this has been a crazy good defensive adjustment. Now, we lost baseline, which could hurt defense. But I think the things they've added for defense, safety alignment, stemming zones, no conservative, no throw out of sack, stunts and twists. I think the defensive game is going to be great, dude. I don't know if it's going to be a defensive game. I can't even tell you that. But I just think it has the tools now to be a better defensive game, man. I'm super excited to play it. That's about all I got. Please ask me questions.
Again, I don't know where Chen saw pick artist. He said pick artist got nerfed. Let me see if it's Control F. Superstar abilities. Oh, wow. No more guarantees. Holy shit. 50% chance of the outcome. Wow. All these. So because Tank got nerfed where it's not every time, it probably won't be banned in the franchise. I'll talk to Aaron Mitchell about that. He thought about, the pick artist. The reason why I do like it being nerfed is Lurk Artist 2, it was every pick was picked. Fine. 19 out of 20. A defender is not going to pick it off 19 out. They're going to have drops. So, just like how KOs were not supposed to work every time because of where the receiver positioning was, I like how these things only had a chance. They now have a chance to light up. Okay? So, everything now is a chance. Tank was pretty much every time not a chance. It said almost guaranteed. Unless you had Enforcer or Enforcer Supreme, you were screwed. And where this matters a lot is Franchise More or Endgame Madden. That's awesome. Okay? Again, run fits are better, stuff like that. Pass block mechanics, leverage for, blocking stuff. And again, we don't know any of the pre-order players yet. Deluxe. Make sure you do by the 24th, and, we will, but I don't know, guys. I think, in all honesty, guys, I am really excited for this game. And again, I appreciate Nature. Thanks for your donation, dude. Again, guys, we are not here to sit there and bore you guys. However, you guys do understand that the next 2 months is a build-up until Madden. I'm not going to be here for college football. I don't want to play for a few weeks and be done with it. You know, it sounds to me, you know, not like a waste of time, but the games should feel different and be different. And they were this year. If you play college football versus Madden, it was a different game. So just because you're playing one game does not mean it will so-called prepare you. Custom stemming, yes, it did, because there was custom stemming in both. So that you could argue did prepare you for Madden 25 this year, but playing college football will not necessarily prepare you for Madden. So be careful on that aspect. It'll buy time for you, but I mean, at the end of the day, guys, I really hope that at least we gave you some insight, you know, that maybe other YouTubers didn't, or that the article or the video didn't. We did not go over every little detail. I will read up on it in my own time, but it could take a whole hour to read it line by line and actually like digest everything. So I don't want to bore you guys by just reading the whole article. We did our best for, it's also a live reaction because I did not read it or do anything before the stream. So this was a live reaction to the stream. So, you know, that's kind of what it was. Luke, at the end of the day, though, it's real football. So if someone does drop the pick, I could blame that, but it might make me win a game down the road. Because, again, the game looks like it has the best chance ever to be the closest to real football. And that was the goal all along. Get this game to be as close to real football as possible. How are you going to do that? Make blocking better. The scoreboard looks better. The graphics look better. The players feel like themselves more, especially quarterback. Weather is improved. This is, you know, offline players, but offline players can even play against Shanahan, and it will feel like you're playing against Kyle Shanahan, the Niners. Obviously, abilities feel a little bit more balanced. It's almost like everything I asked for was legitimate. Let's change the way abilities are calculated. Perfect. All the sacks. Perfect. Conservative. I mean, even though I was on conservative, it makes sense. That's how it should be, you know? So, I mean, we'll see, dude. I mean, but Luke, it's not every time, dude. All the sacks happened 6 times each in one half. Like, that's stupid. Nature, there is, so here's one thing I'll teach you guys, okay? Subs do not matter, okay? It's all cosmetic, okay? In Twitch, when someone subs, you get money. In Madden, no one gets money, in YouTube. In YouTube, no one gets money from subs. Subs is like you sub to, hold on. YouTube is more of a social media platform. Twitch is more of a subscription service. So like if you sub on Twitch, you're kind of giving them like promotion, right? Whereas YouTube is like Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to see my posts more. On Instagram and YouTube, if you follow me or sub to me, you get the information, or you get my videos, or you get like you're subbing to my channel, you'll get the feed, right? And the thing I will say is a lot of people, and this is actually a really known issue in the community, if you have your notifications on from my channel, that's great. But you have to make sure your phone has notifications allowed. So some people go, Matt, I never get notifications because you are subbed, you have notifications on, but your settings of your phone is not allowing it. You have to make sure that your phone settings have it on as well. So that's what sub means. The views is what matters, not the subs. And that's why I said at the end of the day, you could have 2 subs or 1,000 subs. It's really more just about, your viewership than it is the sub count. The only thing that subs matters is like milestones, or you have to get 1,000 minimum to be monetized. Or if you get 100,000, you get a plaque. You don't actually get more money from it. Okay. Other comments here. Nice nature, nice. I get it, bro. I get it. Oh my God, Luke. They won't be 50-50? You mean a little bit more 50-50? All right, guys. So look, hopefully we give you guys some content. We're going to go from there. A solid 2-hour stream here. I hope this really helped you guys out. I'm going to crash here. You guys take care. I'll see you guys, tomorrow we have our franchise playoff game, whatever. The more information we get. But the one thing I'll say is franchise, if you're ever interested in franchise. For Ultimate Team, yeah, I know Ultimate Team will be here, Mutt, whatever. That's common sense. But if online franchise fantasy draft ever interests you with a $25 gift card every Super Bowl, then make sure that you guys join my Discord in the description of my YouTube channel because signups are going to go quick. We're probably already sold out, but be on the wait list first because people always flake out or they start and quit, whatever. But it's one of those things where it's like you want to be there first. Don't ask me later. If you ask me later, I'm going to say, bro, where were you earlier? So if you hate franchise, I get it. You hate it. But if you like it, this is your chance because once it's gone, it's gone. There's not much we can do. So that's what it is, dude. Skincare routine, I'm not really going through that, docs. Okay. I don't really do much. I shower, I wash myself, and that's it. That's what a human does, right? All right, see you, Fish Boy. See you, bro. Nice, Omar. Nice. Appreciate you, man. Oh my God, Fat, damn. Yeah, but Fat, remember, we don't want to do all this mutt shit, dude. We don't want... Like, the franchise is competitive, but not, like, over cheese. Like, we have good players in it, good adjustments, but we don't want to do, like, double A gap all game, dime all game, gun bunch all game. Like, we want people to, like, actually, like, play football, but still be competitive. And trust me, it is competitive. All right, John. Yeah, we'll talk about bro. All right. So, guys, I appreciate you guys. It's going to be a great year. Going into Madden 26, it's going to be a great year for me. I mean, I'm so excited. Brand new place. I'm going to move out of my parents' place. It's my year, bro. I'm ready to, really go in full effect. The market, my team, the gameplay, franchise, presentation, my YouTube. We're going to add some maybe more effects to my stream, effects to my videos, editing, something. We will figure it out, okay? All I know is my number one thing I'm looking forward to is I go from like a 35-minute drive to work to like 12 minutes. So 35 plus minutes to like 12 minutes. So that's already a 23 plus minute shave. Those 23 minutes could be like 1 or 2 YouTube videos. So like, it just shows you like we're going to have way more time in my life. I'm just really excited. More content for you guys. It's going to be a great year. I mean, I know it sucks right now because like the game's dead, but just it's already late June. It's mid-June. We're going to blink our eyes in 7 days from now, it's the end of June. June 25th. So like we blink our eyes one more week, it's already June over. Now we have July, and then like it's gonna go quick, dude. So hang tight, dude. Hang tight. Yeah, Discord's all there, guys. All right, hey, Michael. We'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.